Kaya, good morning to you. Firstly, when does this proposed increase come into effect, and does the minister's intervention do anything to essentially try and put this to a stop?
Well, Tony, what you know so far is that there has been quite a number of consultations amongst the associations alongside the office of the minister to try and find a workable solution. But also, we know that one of the suggestions that came out was that they should not continue with the exorbitant fare increment that, of course, caused a bit of a stir amongst the taxi commuters. But joining us now here is the manager of this facility here in Barrow. So, Mr. Buthelezi, thank you so much indeed, sir, for your time. So maybe as an issue of just clearing the air, the issue about increasing the taxi fare, what is your alliance's position on that?
Good morning, Kaya, and to the viewers at home. Kaya, this COVID-19 has caught us with a surprise, in fact the whole country, as you know. Especially the taxi industry, we are suffering a lot. We are affected big time. Because, you know, in this rank, every day in the morning, we've got long queues here. But during this COVID-19, as you can see, there are no people at the rank. And yet the banks want their money every month. And there's no one who's paying less than 10 to 12,000 here installment. And we are only loading 9 people to 10 people. So it is a challenge to us as a taxi industry. And we have decided as an industry that we need to increase our fares. But not with the amount that you saw, but definitely taxis are going to go up by end of the month, probably from the 1st of July. And tomorrow we are meeting with our provincial leadership from National Taxi Alliance and also from Santiago to discuss this issue of fare increment. I think tomorrow, that's when both parties will announce that taxes will go up, and then maybe they'll announce with how much. Remember, when you increase fares, it's according to the route that you're operating. Not to say, yes, some of the long distance, they will increase with 20 to 30 rand. But locally, when we do increment, we start from 2 rand, 5 rand, up to 10 rand, it depending on the operation that we are doing. So tomorrow we will be meeting and finalizing that, as well as the issue of a relief fund. Because, you know, the reason for us to increase these fares is because the government is not even assisting us with the banks. Every month, the banks, they only gave us 1 month relief. From June, all of the banks were started to debit their installments. So for us, it is a problem, and some of the taxes are going to be repossessed if then we don't take this step. It's not by because we are, you know, putting pressure to our commuters, but at least maybe if the commuters can also talk about this, probably the minister and the national government will listen and they might do something. Because this relief, we have been told about it, nothing has happened. Maybe tomorrow then, during that meeting, our leaders will give us a brief of what has been happening. What we know is they spoke about the money that each car must be paid for, but it's not yet concluded. So the minister keep on saying we are waiting for the modality and so on and so on. Yet our leaders are not telling us about what will be required for each member to be paid for their vehicles that are operating.
All right, Baba. So what about an argument that says also your commuters have been affected by the national lockdown? So we have a pandemic that has really affected so many sectors. So the commuters as well are battling economically.
It is true. And we know some of them, they've lost their jobs. Even some of them now are, looking for jobs. But there's nothing that we can do. That's why we are saying maybe if the commuters can also assist on this and put pressure on government to say, look, we are not even getting a subsidy as a taxi industry. But, you know, during the lockdown, all the buses that were not operating, they were getting their money. Trains were getting their money as they were not working. But we have been assisting the government by transporting people from point 1 to point B, but still there's nothing that is coming to us. So we are like saying it looks like we are a stepchild in the public transport, because all of the public transport are being taken care of, but only the taxi industry is being ignored. So to us, it's like, we are not from this country, the way things are happening.
All right, maybe just before I let you go, sir, how soon do you need the relief fund?
We were told last week that the government wants to start paying by end of the month. Our question was, you can't say you want to start paying by end of the month, yet you have not told our members that what is exactly needed for them to qualify for the relief fund. We know that when they were giving this 350, people were told to have bank accounts or IDs and proof of address, but with us nothing is being told to us except that definitely modalities in 2 weeks, this will happen. Till now we're still waiting for that to happen. So we were told that by end of the month they will start paying. So we are waiting for end of June if really this minister will do that.
All right, so Mr. Buthelezi, thank you so much for your time. So clearly, that's the taxi rank manager here at Barra, and we know that he's affiliated with the NTA, one of the key alliances. And of course, he's talking about the predicament that they are facing as the taxi industry. So he's saying that they may be increasing the taxi fares, but of course it depends on where one is going. And of course, they're really facing a lot of financial challenges as a sector, given the fact that they haven't had any support like other sectors.
Khumalo, thank you very much for that update.